morning. It is Cinco de Mayo. It is May 5th. It is 7:19, almost 7:20. It is currently 59 degrees outside, and it is raining, but not really raining too hard. It's just kind of sprinkling. It's supposed to get a little stormy later, but just like regular old thunderstorms. Nothing crazy, nothing major. The last couple weeks have kind of been crazy with the storms. So this shouldn't be too bad today. Let's see. I'm on my way to work. This is my second week back to work. The first week I was in the main office. And then this week I am back in my office. So back to my home. I don't want to say I'm excited to be back to work. I mean, I kind of am. But after being off for a month, spending so much time with Jackson, getting things situated with him, making sure everybody is happy and healthy and things are going well, it was time to go back. So I am very grateful though to have a job. I know a lot of people are struggling with everything going on right now, so I am extremely grateful to have a job. I'm extremely thankful that they worked with me and allowed me to take so much time off all at once to be able to make sure everybody was situated and good in my life, but things are going good. And yeah, I just realized the music is still up. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't even know if you can hear me. So anyway, my husband and I, our lifestyle change is going very, very well. I find some days are difficult, some days are easier. Now that I'm back to work, it's actually a little more difficult, just because it's harder to plan, especially dinner. Dinner is the biggest thing. Like breakfast and lunch are easy because, I'm just thinking for myself. But when it comes to dinner, then I kind of have to please myself, my husband, and Jackson. Jackson not so much because he just kind of eats the same stuff that he's always ate. But when it comes to dinner, it's more difficult to plan, especially when I'm working all day and then I gotta come home and try to figure out what to make for dinner. So tonight we're actually doing leftovers. We had meatless Crunchwrap Supremes last night. They were so good. I made a vegan cheese sauce. This is going to sound strange, but I made it out of potatoes. So roasted potatoes, nutritional yeast, some dairy-free milk. What else did I put in it? A little bit of salt, some cumin, some smoked paprika. I made like a queso cheese sauce. And I mixed in a can of tomatoes with chilies, kind of like Rotel, but like the off-brand. I think it was Walmart. Mixed that in there, heated it up. Oh my gosh, it was so good. In fact, I made entirely too much, so now I have a whole bunch of queso dip that I need to use, but I've got like tortilla chips and stuff at the house. Excuse me, I ate a ton of oatmeal this morning before I left the house, so I'm kind of like, ugh. So anyway, but dinners are so hard, but that's what we had last night. So we're just doing leftovers tonight, because I told my husband this morning, I was like, we have so much leftovers. I said, the only other thing I can think of is I can come home, I can make some rice, I can roast some vegetables, and we'll just have like, that. But we've got so many leftovers, so we just decided to do leftovers tonight, and then I'll probably like try to think of something today. In fact, I'll go on YouTube and I will look up easy vegan weeknight meals or something like that and see what I can come up with for dinner for tomorrow. But it's going really well. My husband's blood work is looking a lot better. His doctor, he had blood work done a couple months ago, and it really wasn't looking that great. In fact, they actually sent him for an ultrasound of his kidneys because his blood work for his kidneys was just awful. came back and said, you know, the ultrasound it's not as bad as we thought. However, you need to make some changes. So instead of him just being the only one to make changes, I was like, well, I need to lose some weight. I need to, you know, start feeling a little better. I've got some issues going on too, you know, nothing major, but you know, maybe it's time for both of us to make a change. We need to make a change. So we had already at that point started a kind of switching our lifestyle to flexitarian. And if you guys don't know what flexitarian is, what's this guy doing? Flexitarian is, sorry y'all, sorry about the lighting too. That's just the joys of filming in the car. Flexitarian is where you limit the amount of meat and dairy that you eat, but you still can eat meat and dairy. So we had already kind of started doing that, but we didn't last on that for very long before we were like, you know, we need to do something different. We need to change this up. I'm gonna get over because Jesus, fucking don't slow down. Anyway, Lord, excuse my language. I don't even know if y'all heard that. Anyway, it's going well. I don't even know where I was at anymore. But it is going really well. I do have to say it is a little more expensive, but it doesn't have to be. So when we first started out, it was pretty darn expensive. But when I started thinking about it, I thought, you know, well, it's expensive because we're literally replacing all of the food in our house with vegan and plant-based items. So yeah, it's going to get expensive. But now that we are to the point where we have all of our staples, we have all of our like condiments and stuff that are vegan, you know, or plant-based. So we're kind of at that point now to where it's not going to be so expensive anymore. In fact, the last time I went to the grocery store, my last grocery haul, it was about $170, which is about maybe $20 more than what I normally was spending anyway every week. So it's really not, to me anyway, I don't feel like it's that much more expensive once you do have the staples and the basics that you need in your house. So now if you're doing the things like so I ordered another box from Thrive on top of my weekly groceries, so that did add, you know, like $60 more, but that was mainly because I really enjoy Thrive and I really enjoy shopping through them. But I really like that you can go on there and you can just pick what diet you're doing, keto, vegan, vegetarian, whatever, and it brings up all of the items that they have that are, you know, in that within that diet, you know, the things that, you know, you can eat on the diet. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, my husband has really been asking about snacks lately, and that is one of the main places that I know of that I can go on there and I can say, oh, this is vegan, these are snacks. They have a big snack section. You know, I just go in there and I ordered a bunch of snacks. So you guys will see that once it gets delivered. It says it's set to be delivered tomorrow. I just got the email yesterday that it had shipped, so I'm very excited about that, that it might actually be delivered tomorrow. It didn't take very long at all, so that's exciting. So I might have a haul in the middle of the week for you guys for Thrive. Oh goodness. So we're doing telehealth at work right now. I think they're opening it up next week for patients. I don't know how I feel about that. My provider is pregnant as well, so she's not very comfortable with it either. But I'm not sure that they're letting her have a say-so in it, which is kind of, I don't know, it just stinks, but you know. I see both sides of it. I'm not on here to argue or, you know, I'm not really going to voice my opinion on that other than I see both sides of it. But I do work in the medical field. I do know the science behind it. And I'm always going to lean on science. It's, you know, just what it is. What else? I don't know what else. Jackson is doing really, really well with his schoolwork. You know, we weren't sure how it was going to go for him for school, but he's doing so well with it. He does have some troubles with some of his worksheets during the day, so they just kind of save them for me in the evenings, so we do like homework at night when he has worksheets to do, and you know, it's been okay. The instructions aren't always very clear on the worksheets, but we're getting them done. Hopefully he's doing good. I mean, they've said, our county anyway, they've already said elementary school, they're not grading elementary school for the rest of the year. They're passing everybody. So, you know, none of the kids are going to fail, you know, whatever grade they're in for elementary school. So we already know, but we already knew he was going to pass anyway. But we just want to make sure that he is staying on track, you know. He has been spending a lot more time on his iPad playing games. And I told my husband, you know, now that I'm back to work, you know, he has to regulate that. Like, I was regulating it pretty well while I was home. But I know yesterday I got home and I asked Jackson what he had done all day, and he told me that he woke up, he played with his iPad, he did his schoolwork, and then he played with his iPad, he had lunch, and he played with his iPad, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of iPad. That's a lot of time on the iPad. So I told my husband, I said, you know, you need to get him to do some other things, write some stuff down, get him to work on some other things, you know, play with some toys or something, I don't know, draw a picture, do something else. Oh goodness. Anyway guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop over here. I am into town now, and this car in front of me is going really slow. Okay, let's not stop in the middle of the road to turn. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I just got into town. Kind of another couple minutes before I get to work. It's only 7:33. I don't know why I leave my house so early. Actually, I do, because I'm used to the school traffic here, and the school traffic is always worse through here. So it, you know, backs things up and whatever. But there's no school now, so I'm probably going to be sitting in the parking lot at work watching YouTube videos until it's time to go in. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all enjoyed this little car chat, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.